Hello, everyone. This is Polar Bear Evolution by George Quill. Yours truly. On the right, we have our final evolution polar bear. This was also another divergent species from the final evolution, and here we have our founding father, Sam the polar bear. So, in the year 2024, upon the icy expanse of planet Earth's Arctic tundra, Samuel the polar bear, revered as the founding father of the mighty tribe known as the Iceberg Bears, embarked on a treacherous journey with his fellow comrades. Hunger gnawed at their bellies, and the bleak landscape offered little solace. Nearly 3 million years had passed since Samuel's ancestors bid farewell to their kin, the Brown Forest Bear Clan and the Black Cave Bear kin. These distant cousins shared a lineage with Samuel's own Ursidae forebears, evidenced by their homologous structures and anatomical similarities in their skeletal anatomy, a testament to their shared lineage heritage. Yet despite the bonds of blood that tied them, Samuel faced a dire predicament. Their traditional hunting methods, reliant on scent, included their analogous nose structures akin to their distant neighbors, the renowned wolf clan, who also used their scent to hunt their prey, known as convergent evolution, proved inadequate. Standing vigil over seal holes, waiting for prey to surface, yielded meager results. Samuel, revered as the venerable leader of the iceberg bears, carried this weight and this hardship, a saga etched into the annals of time as the Great Catastrophe. 1 million years had swept by since the passing of Sir Samuel, but his legacy endured. The iceberg bears, descendants of his noble lineage, had undergone a profound evolution, their traits shifting over countless generations. Alongside them, their unlikely ally, the seal, had also evolved in tandem with the tribe. Through the dance of coevolution, seals adapted to the ever-present hunger of the polar bears. In a delicate balance of survival, some seals evolved new hues, blending seamlessly into the icy landscape to evade their formidable predators. Yet, as the polar bears keenly observed these changes, they too adapted. With each generation, the iceberg tribe honed their skills, their sense, attuned to the subtle shifts in the environment. Thus, a cycle of frequency-dependent selection unfolded. As more seals donned the cloak of camouflage, the polar bears became adept at discerning the faintest of outlines. Through the relentless pursuit of survival, the once dominant coloration of the seals waned, their fitness challenged by the relentless ingenuity of their hunters. Finally, after 1 million years since Sir Samuel's departure, the iceberg tribe underwent a transformative journey, emerging as the illustrious Glacier Enterprises along the way. Among the changes that unfolded, the newly christened Glacier Enterprise polar bears showcased a remarkable adaptation: specialized webbing between their toes. This remarkable trait, governed by a single gene trait, which is webbing is only influenced by one particular gene, sparked a cascade of evolutionary changes within the polar bear population, a testament to the phenomenon of microevolution. It subtly it subtly altered the frequency of alleles over time. As the bears with webbed feet flourished, those lacking this adaptation struggled to keep pace. Driven by the relentless force of directional selection, the polar bears with webbed feet emerged as formidable hunters. Their enhanced agility and efficiency on ice floes granted them a distinct advantage in the hunt for sustenance. Their appendices had long become obsolete vestigial organs, deemed evolutionary byproducts devoid of function. However, as time unfurled, a curious revelation emerged. Though the recessive trait of unwebbed feet proved to be disadvantageous, a delicate balance was struck. Polar bears harboring homozygous webbed feet face unexpected challenges, grappling with the loss of grip on icy terrain. In a stroke of evolutionary ingenuity, heterozygous individuals emerged as the ultimate victors, wielding the advantages of webbed feet without succumbing to the pitfalls of impaired traction, emphasizing heterozygous advantage. Thus, amidst the frozen expanse, nature's dance of adaptation and selection unfolded, shaping the destiny of the Glacier Enterprise polar bears. However, amidst the marvel of webbed feet, a peculiar twist of fate befell a select few females of Glacier Enterprises. A mutation, an unexpected alteration in their DNA, bestowed upon them the gift of bearing offspring stronger and hardier than their peers. Thus dawned a new era of sexual selection. As male polar bears began to favor these exceptional females. In the intricate dance of intersexual selection, males sought out mates with robust limbs, drawn to the promise of healthier offspring. Yet, as the number of such females remained scarce, a fierce competition erupted among the males of Glacier Enterprises. In the tumult of intersexual selection, rivals clashed, each vying for the affections of their coveted mates. The once serene landscape of Glacier Enterprises now echoed with the tumult of strife. Males driven by primal instincts fought tooth and claw in pursuit of their elusive dream girls. It was a somber chapter of the saga of Glacier Enterprises, a tale of longing and conflict amidst the frigid expanse of the Arctic. In the annals of Glacier Enterprises, a chapter unfolded that would forever alter the course of their destiny. Set against the backdrop of a distant future, a cataclysm of unprecedented scale loomed on the horizon, casting a shadow over the tranquil landscape they once called home. Over the span of 10 million years, the tranquil serenity of Glacier Enterprises yielded to the relentless march of climate change. The once pristine landscape underwent a profound transformation as the icy realm they had known for generations melted away before their very eyes. In a hypothetical situation where a new population was no different from the old population, showing no difference in their gene pool or allele variation, and also following genetic equilibrium determined by the Hardy-Weinberg equation, p squared plus 2pq plus q squared equals 1, that dictates whether a population is evolving, The allele frequency or percentage variation would not change, indicating no evolution. Yet, reality diverged from expectations. In the year Zeta 256, the last vestige of the iceberg, a poignant symbol of their ancestral heritage, succumbed to the relentless advance of melting ice, leaving the polar bears bereft of their ancestral home. This tragic event, immortalized in the annals of history as Ragnarok, marked a day of unparalleled loss, the death knell of an era. As the icy waters reclaimed their territory, a staggering 95% of the population perished in the wake of this catastrophic genetic drift or random fluctuation in allele frequencies event known as the bottleneck effect. Amidst the chaos and despair, the survivors of Glacier Enterprises faced a stark choice: to remain and rebuild amidst the ruins of their homeland, or to venture forth in search of a new beginning. In the wake of this upheaval, the remaining stalwarts splintered into two factions, each forging a path towards an uncertain future. To adapt to this rapid change, disruptive selection favoring polar bears with extreme traits caused a rapid diversification within the faction known as adaptive radiation. Those who departed in search of greener pastures unwittingly initiated the founder effect, laying the groundwork for a new population. Meanwhile, those who remained weathered the storm, their resilience a testament to the indomitable spirit of Glacier Enterprises. In the crucible of adversity, amidst the ashes of the old, two distinct species emerged slowly through gradualism, not punctuated equilibrium, which is quick evolutionary change, each shaped by the currents of gene flow, a change in genetic variability, and the relentless forces of macroevolution, a large evolutionary change. To honor the fossils or remnants of the first founding father, Sir Samuel, the legacy of Glacier Enterprises endured a tale of resilience, adaptation, and the inexorable march of time. Over time, a remarkable transformation unfolded within the ranks of the new Polar Express, previous Polar Enterprises. Driven by the subtle whispers of genetic diversity, they evolved a unique adaptation, a double uterus, governed by a single gene trait. Thus, they became the last bastion of endemic life in the Arctic, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. So as we can see, this is the Polar Express flag. They have double uteruses represented by here, and obviously, since they are resembled by Polar Express, they're dressed all fancy. Yeah. Meanwhile, their brethren embarked on a daring journey to the mainland in search of new horizons. Dubbed the ICE Mafia, they traversed vast expanses of land, forging a path towards an uncertain future. In the crucible of change, their codes underwent a dramatic shift, a kaleidoscope of colors influenced by multiple genes, polygenic. Yet, amidst the sea of change, stabilizing selection emerged, guiding their evolution towards survival. Only those with codes of middling hues thrived in the temperate climates, a testament to the merciless hand of natural selection. As time unfurled its tapestry, the ICE Mafia underwent a profound metamorphosis. Through a stroke of genetic fortune, as opposed to non-randomized change of allele frequency, also known as selective breeding, they experienced polyploidy, doubling their genetic data and propelling them along the path of speciation. In the solitude of geographic isolation, their new species arose, distinct from their Polar Express counterparts. Not to be confused with sympartic speciation, where new species arrive from no physical isolation, allopartic speciation sculpted their destiny, shaping them into beings forged by the crucible of geographic differences. Precluded from mating by the chasm of habitat isolation, a prezygotic barrier preventing them from mating with one another, they evolved into entities apart from their original kin. Their paths diverged, marked by the barriers of behavioral and temporal isolation, each facet contributing to their estrangement. Attempts at procreation would inevitably encounter the formidable obstacle of postzygotic barriers, where an infertility or sterility would firmly uphold the separation between these species. In conclusion, to end our story, thus reproductive isolation dawned, severing the final ties that bound them together. The once familiar bonds of kinship dissolved, replaced by the stark reality of two distinct species. Theirs was a tale of divergence and estrangement, a testament to the enduring power of evolution. In the silent corridors of embryology, the polar bears bore witness to the echoes of their shared lineage, a poignant reminder of their interconnected past and divergent futures. Thank you. So, additional lore that was not mentioned in the story is after 1 million years over time, as the polar bears made their way closer to the warmer equator due to the climate change and past events listed above, the polar bear size became smaller because essentially the bear's fitness would increase if in this change environment, because this would allow them to be more agile and need less food to survive and maintain their bodies. This new agility and being able to need less food would probably help them to survive, increasing their fitness, and basically they won't need their big bodies anymore to maintain heat. And this is going to be a polygenic trait, as the size of polar bears can vary and have many phenotypes. Additionally, the polar bears would also have to hunt in murky waters while swimming, and thus the bears would most likely develop whiskers like hairs on their muzzles. The hairs would allow the bears to feel movement underwater. These hairs allow the bears to catch nearby prey if the bear cannot see it. Thus, this would improve their fitness, making it easier for them to do, and also this would be a single gene trait, because you can either have whiskers or no. So, 10 million years. Let's talk about the Polar Express. So the polar bears of the Polar Express normally use their ears for hunting seals under ice because they remained in the original location. But as they became more aquatic, as the ice started to melt, the ears became a nuisance, and so it provided resistance while swimming. So to combat this, their ears became smaller and more agile in water. This is advantageous because it makes them faster, it lets them hunt better, and as they no longer live on ice. And obviously, this is going to be a single gene trait because you either have small ears or big ears, I believe. So essentially, the ears became vestigial organs. Additionally to what I said. Um, Besides that, the Polar Express polar bears also developed larger and more efficient legs, which would allow them to hunt underwater for longer periods of time without having to resurface on the minimal ice that's left. And this is a polygenic trait, as lungs can range in size from small, medium, and large. And finally, we have the 10 million years Ice Mafia or ICE Mafia changes. The bears of the ICE Mafia became darker in color. This allowed the polar bears to catch prey more easily and to be near human populations like the American black bear without being killed. This is a polygenic trait, as you know, coats can range from really bright to really dark. And so, as we said in additionally, sorry, the audio got cut out, but the polar bears also moved south, like I said, and since they found it hard that they can't eat any more seals, they had to rely on eating other things, such as both meat and plants, like salmon, trout, nuts, berries, all that stuff. So they would most likely develop omnivorous teeth, which is a single gene trait because the bears have either meat-eating teeth, carnivorous teeth, or omnivorous teeth.